Hey now, it's the Rob from 1061 KISS FM here with my latest video game review. The game I'm talking about today is a game you can download on pretty much any console, current generation or last generation. I'm talking about a game called Guacamelee. And what this game is, first of all, let me tell you, it's available on, like I said, I'm playing it on PlayStation 3. It released on PlayStation 4 back in July, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Wii U. I mean, you can play it on the Vita. You can play this thing on almost anything. This is a decent game that has some things that it does right and some things that it does wrong. First of all, I like when games don't take themselves too seriously. Guacamelee certainly falls into that category. The plot is absurd. You play like a failed lucha libre Mexican professional wrestler who falls in love with the president's daughter, or as they call her in this game, El Presidente's daughter. And basically what you do is you play a Metroidvania style game, which is like, think of a game like Metroid or Castlevania Symphony of the Night, where you kind of have a huge map that you can navigate, but you can't access certain areas until you get certain powers, which will develop as the game progresses. You have a tag team partner if you choose. If you have a player two, you can play as Tostada. Their stats vary just a little bit. The game has a lot of humor, a lot of Spanglish, a lot of lost in translation jokes. That will make you chuckle, and it's never too serious. Where the problem begins for me is the ramping of the difficulty. I did not finish this game completely. I played up until the very last guy, and I just said, F this. I can't. Even the boss right before him, I beat using, I didn't cheat per se, and I didn't like look up any sort of tricks or anything, but I was using like, I was playing by myself, and I had the player 2 active to kind of like help me out if I died. I could switch controllers, which is like, you know, a 1980s kind of move, you know, but that's the way I grew up. I grew up in the 1980s. And sometimes you have to cheat to win. The difficulty is so easy in the beginning, and even throughout the middle into the third quarter, incredibly easy. And then it just becomes painfully difficult out of nowhere. And I felt like, you know, in most games, in a game like Metroid or Castlevania, when you get a new power, it's something to be celebrated. Yes, I can finally do this. Yes, I can finally do that. In this game, it was like, oh no, I got a new power, and now I'm going to have to do all of this, and it's going to get harder, and that kind of stuff I thought was a little annoying. If the game would have just tapped out at a slightly less difficulty, I would have been a bit happier with it. And the gameplay and plotline is not enough to make me need to finish this game. So therefore, I'm going to give this one thumb up. For the first 3 quarters of this game, it's like really fun, really funny, it's colorful, it's vibrant, it's different, it's fun to play. But in that, once you hit that third quarter, man, once you start learning how to do certain moves and you need to use them, it just didn't make me want to finish. So I got 99% of the way done. Guacamelee.